How to do photo manipulation in Canva step-by-step tutorial 2024. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing great and are having an amazing and absolutely incredible day. I bring you back with yet another video, and in this video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about how we are easily going to be able to do photo manipulation in Canva. Okay, and obviously a lot of people do not know how to do this, but we are going to be talking about it in great depth and detail. So to start things off, first of all, you're going to go ahead and create a design, okay, and we're going to keep it on a custom size. Let's go with poster size. I'm going to go with 1080 by 1080. Yeah, let's go with an Instagram post size. Now once you do that, you're simply going to wait for it to load up, and here it is. Now, once it's over here, what we're going to do is we're going to take off some elements. So I'm just going to wait for things to load up. And once it's here, let's first of all go in this element and go ahead and write that. So we have our castle. Okay. And once we have this, we're going to choose an element graphic for castle. Let's go ahead with this one over here, right? That looks like a castle that could fit my design well. But you know what? Let's go with this one. This one seems better. So once you choose this, you're obviously gonna add it somewhere on the image. Let's say I'm gonna add it right there. I'm gonna make it a tad bit smaller. There we go. Now once you do that, you're obviously gonna go ahead and mess around with its brightness, its saturation, and all. So you're gonna go and adjust. Obviously, I'm gonna take down the brightness. I'm going to increase the contrast a bit. And you have your highlights, you have your shadows and everything. So mess around with these things as much as you can. Now, once you do this, then you're going to need to obviously add a background to it. So you need to find a good background that is fitting. So there could be elements like, let's say I'm going to go with galaxy at night. Let's search something like that up. Now, once you search that up, you're going to need to take off a photo, which obviously will show you a galaxy at night. Let's go with photos. Obviously, you are going to want to make sure that the filters you add are the free filters. Like, we don't want the paid ones. We want something that's obviously free. So let's go with that. You know, that this one works. So I'm going to go with this. And you're going to make sure to cover the screen up this much. So I'm going to do that. And once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and send this to the back. So click on position and send it backward like that. Now, once it goes back, it's going to give you this kind of a vibe. And you can obviously naturally just bring it down if it's causing a little issue. So you can bring it down like this and just keep it like this if you want to. All depends on you on how you're going to want to style it. So once you do this, what you're going to do is you're going to add a moon in the background if you want to. So I'm going to go with the moon elements. So let's say we go with this. Go with this. And once we go with this, I'm going to go into position and take this back. Okay, and I'm going to add it like here. And you're obviously going to go ahead and edit this as well. So I'm going to add a bit of a blue background to it just like that. I'm gonna go with the brightness a bit over here. Then you have your contrast. I'm gonna increase the highlights a bit. Shadows, I'm gonna take them to the lowest. Then you have whites and everything. So you're gonna keep it like this. Now, once you've made it like this, what we are gonna want to do from there is we're gonna add some flares, okay? So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna write flare purple. Okay, we're gonna need to add things like these. So yeah, these flares could work. So obviously I'm gonna go ahead and find a free flare if they have any. And once you find a free flare, even if this one isn't free, you can just literally make it purple like that. Look at that, now it's purple, and it all depends on the brightness. So there we go. So now you have a purple flare that you can obviously make more flary by going into its blur settings. Okay, you can actually make it more blur by adjusting it a bit. And you have your vignette colors, you have your saturation, overly saturated, and make sure to cover the whole moon with it. Again, I'm gonna mess with its positioning, send it to back, and there we go. So I'm gonna try to occupy the whole moon with this flare. Just like that. There we go. So once you've done that, then you can add clouds to your design. Okay, and as you can see, you're just going to keep on adding more things and keep on adding them until they look, like what you want. Because basically, at the end, this is all photo manipulation. It all depends on your styling and your level of confidence that goes into the styling. So, as we can see now, we have a purple cloud over here that you can go ahead and add over the designs like this. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this and paste it a few times. So, let's say I'm going to add this one over here, make it a bit smaller. There we go. So just like this, you're gonna mess around with the designs. Then what you can do is you can add bats or dragons maybe. So I'm gonna go with this one and I'm gonna increase its size, add it over here. You know what? I'm gonna bring it a bit down just like this. There. So you can add dragon designs. Then you can even add bats or birds if you want to, or a flock of birds. Now these ones would work perfectly, just like that. Add these things over here, and it keeps going up and up. And obviously, the background that you're gonna want for your design, like, wait, let me just turn this black. There we go. And this design over here, just bring it back real quick. There we go. Now you can go ahead and add more clouds over here, so it blocks the actual shade out. Don't make it too prominent. You can go a bit smaller just so it blocks out the edges that are being cut. And I'm gonna add another cloud over here, just like that, so it covers the actual boundaries of the picture, so it doesn't look weird or anything. So just go ahead and add things like these so, you get a whole foggy cloud variation. And then what you can do more is you can add even more flares into the design. So I'm gonna go ahead, search up a flare. Let's go with this one. And you can add this flare right here. So wait, one more thing that I like to do is I'm gonna make my castle a bit more darker. I feel like the darkness is being cut out a bit. So I'm just gonna do that, take the highlights down. Yeah, there we go. So look at that. That looks pretty cool, right? That looks pretty nice. We've added a little designing into it. And in my opinion, that looks pretty cool. It looks pretty chill. And I like the look of it. So that is basically photo manipulation. Okay. That is how you're going to manipulate different elements. You're going to edit different things into making a photo that looks totally unrealistic. Like it looks totally like was not made on Canva. You can't explain to anyone that, hey, this was made on Canva. It doesn't give out the idea at all. And it looks pretty cool. You can do more designing into this. You can make it look much more better if you want to. But yeah, that's the main concept and idea about it. And once you're done with it, you're simply going to go to PNG, download it, and that's pretty much about it. You're good to go. So I'm just going to wait for it to download properly. And once it is done downloading, there you go. We're good to go. So I'm going to open it up. And look at that. That's the vibe it gives you. Pretty cool, right? So that's the general idea of how we are supposed to be manipulating images. So if you enjoyed, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know down in the comments below and I'll make more for you. Till then, that is all from me. Thank you for watching till the end, and I will be seeing all of you in the next video. Goodbye.